Hi, I'm Brian Hoffner, Director of Hoffner's Training Academy, longtime police officer, firearms instructor. We're here to talk safety today. Why? Safety is paramount. It is the single most important aspect of owning a firearm. We must be safe. And how do we do that? Right here with the brain. The number one safety is the brain. We have to be thinking safety to make safety happen. We cannot let our hands get ahead of our brain. Our brain must stay in control and in charge of everything that we do. So, keeping that in mind, let's talk about the 4 principal safety rules of firearms. First, treat all weapons as if they are loaded. That's number 1. Doesn't matter if the weapon's unloaded or loaded, we're still going to practice in the same safety rules. So, number 2, the muzzle rule of the weapon. Using this safety weapon, this is not a live weapon, I'm going to demonstrate what that means. We're going to treat your weapon, any weapon, as if it has an imaginary laser beaming from the end of the muzzle. That's where the bullet comes out. Do not laser anyone or anything you're not willing to shoot, kill, or destroy. Simple as that. So again, it's thinking ahead. There's the mind again. We have to be proactive. It's not just, where's my imaginary laser pointing now, but where's it about to go? Oops, geez, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to point my gun at you. It's too late. The rule was broken. So it has to be, I can't point my gun at my fellow operators, my friends, so I depress the muzzle. Now I can get the muzzle up. Depress my muzzle. I don't laser my friends with my imaginary laser beaming from the muzzle. So that's number 2. Number 3, the trigger rule. The trigger of the weapon has one purpose and one purpose only, and that is to make the gun go bang. If we don't want the gun to go bang right now, we cannot have our finger on the trigger or even inside the trigger guard. We must index the finger to the frame of the weapon, where even if we're startled or lose our balance or tighten our non-shooting hand, the finger won't go to the trigger and cause the weapon to fire. When can we put the finger on the trigger? Well, we must meet 3 criteria for the trigger rule. First of all, we must have a target. If we do not have an identified target, why would we shoot the gun? 2, the sights must be on the area of the target. If we don't have sights on the target, why would we shoot the gun? We would miss. So, sights on the target, not fine-tuned. Okay, we can fine-tune the sights at level necessary as we're pressing the trigger at the speed necessary to keep them on target. So just on the area of the target. So for the 3 criteria, must have a target, sights on the target, and 3, perception. We perceive that we must fire the weapon. Why would we perceive that? What would cause that perception? Well, in life, in the fight, it's perception of serious bodily injury or death is imminent to that of myself or another. That covers all the what ifs. You don't have to what if this happens, what if that happens. If it fits in that single statement, serious bodily injury or death is imminent to myself or another, then you have the perception to fire, and your perception is real. It's nobody else's, it's yours. So, trigger rule, target, sights, perception. Probably going to happen in this order. Holy smokes, there's a target. He's about to kill me. So I don't want to shoot right now. I need to get my sights on. And then I put my finger to the trigger and stop the threat. Okay, so we have the treat all weapons as if they're loaded, number 1. Number 2, the muzzle rule. Okay, number 3, the trigger rule. Number 4 is immediate surroundings. We're responsible and accountable for everything around and beyond the target. We must make sure that we don't have innocent bystanders in our sight alignment. Okay, we might have to shift position if they're behind our target, because we're responsible for them beyond the target as well. Okay, so combine all 4 of those principal safety concerns. Treat all weapons as if they're loaded. Enforce the muzzle rule at all times. Trigger rule, keep the finger off the trigger, outside the trigger guard, and index on the frame until you have target sights perception, and 4, immediate surroundings. Enforce those 4 safety principles at all times, and you're going to be safe. You're not going to have an accident. And you will not get somebody hurt that should not be hurt, which can cost you very much as well. So let's be safe. Let's stay in control with this thing right here, our mind, and have a successful and fun training opportunity with our pistols, and be safe with them at all times at home as well. Thank you.